Hey guys, today I'll be doing an unboxing and first look of the Cleto Reyes limited edition snakeskin pro fight gloves. So check it out. Hey guys, Carlo here, and today I'm excited to be doing an unboxing and first look of the Cleto Reyes limited edition snakeskin pro fight glove. But before we cut this box open and take a look at the gloves, I did want to mention that I will not be using these gloves in training, nor will I be doing a review on these because I will be using these gloves in my next big giveaway. That's right, you heard it right. I will be giving these gloves away. With that being said, I did want to do an unboxing video that way. For those of you that may be interested in getting these limited edition gloves, you can see it for yourselves. And for me, it's really to see if there's any differences between this and their standard pro fight gloves other than the aesthetics, the outside look of the glove. So let's go ahead and get to it, cut this box open and check out the gloves for the first time. Now this is a glove that came out several weeks ago. They have it both in a fight glove format, which I got in 8 ounces. Or they should be in 8 ounces. We'll find out when I cut this box open. And they also have it in a training glove format. So they're standard training gloves. They have it in Velcro and in lace-up. Sizing wise, I think anywhere between like 12 to 16 ounces or 18 ounces. So they do have that available if you want to go with the training glove format. So let's go ahead and pull the gloves out. Give you guys a little look right there. And that looks amazing. Throw the knife to the side. So just like all Reyes gloves, they come shrink wrapped in plastic. See, it says Cleto Reyes. Wow, one thing that really catches my eye is kind of that snakeskin print on the palm side. We'll open that up here in a second. I thought it was just printed on the leather, but it's actually the texture of the glove. These are 8 ounces, Cleto Reyes professional boxing gloves, snake 8 ounces. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and rip this open. Again, I'm not going to be using these gloves. For those of you that are wondering, this is strictly just to show you guys what the gloves look like. And then I will be doing a giveaway with these gloves. So let me go ahead and open that up. Rip all the plastic off. Okay, there's actually 2 layers of plastic. So layer number 1 is off. And let's get layer number 2 off. And Reyes does limited edition gloves, I feel like, in cycles. You know, they did their WBC gloves I got a while back and actually sold those. Actually, did I give those away or did I sell them? I can't remember. Either way, I don't have those gloves anymore. And so you have to kind of be mindful of what they have on their website as well as on their social media, because they'll announce it on their social media. A little cardboard that divides the gloves. And Reyes also includes their cleaning and care tips in this little card they always include with their gloves. And there you have it. So it was double wrapped. Another thing, it does have some paper, which I think is a first. I don't think I've ever seen Reyes put paper on the inside of their glove. They typically don't stuff them. But this is going to be based on their standard pro fight glove, not their Safe Techs. So one thing to keep in mind is they have 2 styles of their fight gloves, which is their standard style glove like you have here, and then they also have their Safe Tech gloves, which the composition of the padding is a little bit more protective for those of you that have maybe pre-existing hand injuries, or you just want something a little bit more shock absorbent. So there you have it. There's the left and the right glove. You know, in terms of sizing, this is the same exact size as the other Reyes fight gloves I've used in the past. So there's nothing different there. The shape looks identical. Really, it's just the aesthetic. So the snake print pattern on the hand compartment is just printed into the leather. So there's no actual like physical like snake scales on here. That's just printed into the leather. So that's more of just the look of the glove. And you do have the Reyes logo. It's kind of cool in the fact that it fades into the leather. So at this portion it's gray, or I guess silver if you want to call it, but you can see that that snake pattern fades into this area right here. which kind of gives it a cool and unique look. It does say Reyes. You have that square patch of the 8-ounce tag on the back of the glove. And then the thumb also is printed. And this is where you have the actual snake texture. So this is cowhide leather. They just modified it to look like snake skin. So you have it on that as well as on the inner thumb, which is black, but it does have that scaly texture to it. It looks pretty clean throughout. One thing I noticed is the stitching on the grip bar definitely could be cleaner. And maybe that has to do with just the texture of this snakeskin leather that might interfere with their stitching. But the grip bar is nice and large. It's kind of that squared off grip bar. So that's the left glove. Nice long black flat laces with plastic tips at the end. Another thing I'm looking for, which I guess they didn't do it on this because of the texture of the glove, which makes sense, is typically at the bottom on the inner wrist you'll have a Cleto Reyes logo with the serial number and everything stamped into the leather. And I think because of this design with the snakeskin, they didn't put it on this particular glove. The inside liner is a standard satin polyester liner. You do have the 6-round tag if you were to use this for a professional fight, and then you also have the warning label on the inside of the glove as well. Black piping throughout. I'm not sure, in terms of sanctioning. One thing I could think of the reason why they maybe faded this portion of the glove out is maybe that these gloves can actually be used for a sanctioned fight. I don't know if there's anything that go against the actual texture of the leather on the palm side, if that would be a big no-no, depending on the fight. But it does have the round tag on the inside, so I'm assuming these gloves could be used, if allowed, by both camps and by the sanctioning body to be used for a professional fight. So you can see size-wise it's pretty much identical. Same thing with this glove, the right side. Go ahead and pull the laces out. Long black laces, flat, and again, no actual printing with the Reyes logo. You do have the round tag again, soft liner on the inside, nice grip bar. Stitching is pretty similar to the left glove. And again, I think that has to do with that snakeskin texture. You have that same printed design on the leather, and then again, the same fade that goes to the top of the hand compartment, the impact point, which might not be a bad thing. I mean, if you were to use these gloves, if you're not going to hang them up on the wall and you're going to actually use them for your training, then that's probably a good thing. You won't get too much wear and tear on the actual print of the snakeskin look. It'll be all in this area right here. So sliding my hand into the glove, go ahead and put it on. Again, it pretty much feels identical to the other Reyes fight gloves I've used. Very comfortable. You do have that exposed stitching on the finger compartment. I wish Reyes would cover that with like some felt or neoprene. The thumb piping is a little snug, a little tight. So with my hand wraps on, I can definitely foresee that being a little uncomfortable until I broke it in. The thumb on these Reyes fight gloves are pretty good. They're not perfect. They do have a little bit of a flare out to them that you can feel. But when you make a fist with these gloves, the depth is perfect, so it's not too short. It just has a little bit more of kind of that outward, kind of winged out feel with the thumb rather than it being a little bit more pulled in. And again, I think once you start to really use these gloves and break that in, it won't be as noticeable. The padding on here definitely feels really comfortable against the knuckles, nice and soft, but it has a good amount of density to it as well. The wrist support is what it is for a fight glove. You're not really looking much at this being a very supportive glove, because the intention behind this glove wasn't to be used for, just heavy bag work and hitting mix, which you can do, but the design intention is for a pro fight. So do keep that in mind with these gloves. But overall, they look amazing. I love the look of that snakeskin scaly texture on the palm side. I knew I had to get these gloves specifically to do a giveaway, just because I think this is one of those gloves that you may not see again. I don't know if Reyes will release a snakeskin glove. I mean, just like they did with the WBC, they only release it every couple of years. So, it's kind of like seeing a comet go across the sky. If you see it one time, you might not see it again for a very long time, if not ever. So I think these gloves will be amazing for the giveaway. I think you guys will love them. I think the design of them are extremely cool. They're comfortable, you know, thumb, it's a little weird, but other than that, I think these are very nice fight gloves for what they are, and job well done by Reyes to give us something outside of their standard colorways and designs. It's really nice to see them kind of venture out and bring a little bit more of that exotic look to the boxing gloves that a lot of us really love to see. Kind of the customization from some of the big hitters like Reyes and Grant and all the other companies that are out there. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Reyes limited edition pro fight gloves. And I will also be putting a link very soon to my giveaway for these gloves and a couple of other items, so be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.